COVID scares and quarantines. High school athletes, they've been through a lot to get back on the field or court. But Fox 6 has learned dozens of games are being canceled, and it has little to do with the pandemic. Tonight, many are sounding the alarm about an issue the WIAA is calling a crisis. After all that we've been through, for high school soccer players,
gentlemen, how are we doing?
There may be no sweeter sound
shake hands, be friendly
than the pregame rituals.
Biggest thing for me out there is respect.
After all, not long ago, the future of high school sports,
white or black, who's gonna make it,
was up in the air.
White is what I hear, black is what I see.
But unlike Nicolay and Cedarburg high schools, who recently kicked off without a hitch at Uline Soccer Park, all across southeast Wisconsin, other teams are not so fortunate. Fields remain empty, no one is in the stands, dozens of games have been canceled, and not a single player is sick.
When something that might be out of our control happens, it's tough to talk to the kids about that and let them know that, hey, this is a reality right now that we're in.
Athletic directors and assigners,
we're in big trouble.
Coaches and commissioners,
we have had a dwindling number of officials for a long time.
Say while the players are back, the officials are not.
I've been accused of crying wolf for years, but the wolf is at the door now, so we have to do something about it.
For roughly the past 40 years, Jeff Rebar has officiated soccer games in southeast Wisconsin and spent the last 30 assigning fellow referees to tens of thousands of games throughout the greater Milwaukee area.
Okay, you're good.
He says this year, he's run out of people to assign.
We never thought we'd have to cancel because we couldn't supply enough officials, but it's happening, and we don't have the manpower to be everywhere to everything.
Would it be fair to call this a crisis for high school sports?
I would say it is a crisis. I would.
This is far from a soccer problem. Kate Peterson-Abiat with the WIAA says last year the organization licensed more than 9,000 officials statewide. This year, many have disappeared.
As of August 1st, we had only 6,000 officials. So we were down 3,200 from where we were in 2020. That's 34.4% of our officials are not registered this year.
No sport has been spared.
Basketball is down 38.8%. Cross country 19%, football 25%, gymnastics 38%, hockey 38%, soccer 33%, softball 27%, swimming and diving 34%, track and field 32%, volleyball 31%, and wrestling 45%.
It's left schools scrambling and parents in disbelief.
And then they're like, well, what do you mean there's no referees? And then reality sets in that there's just not this large pool of people waiting, effectively like the plane, with the engine running on the runway waiting to storm in and do the event.
Those closest to the game say it's been a problem brewing for years.
It just didn't happen overnight.
All admit the factors are many.
You are horrible.
Bad behavior from parents and coaches.
You're ridiculous.
Has kept new recruits away and retention low.
For every 10 officials that we recruit, after the second year, only 2 of them are relicensed.
In the air, please.
At 84 years young, Guy McDonald is one of the oldest officials still on the soccer pitch 6 days a week. He officiates games which, lately, don't always happen.
In fact, it happened last night. The game over at Custard was canceled because I was the only official, and you have to have 3 to play varsity.
The players are grateful he's here. Veritas in red has had 2 of their games scratched due to lack of officials so far this fall. The WIA says it's not sustainable to have a pool of officials closer to McDonald's age than those of the competitors as retirements accelerate.
We can't continue this way.
It's all on the line. The goal? Hire a new surge of officials. A problem stakeholders say is too big for one person or a solution to fix.
I think the big thing is that we have to attack this from different angles.
The effort to save high school athletics,
these kids need this outlet. Do it for the kids' sake.
Will require incredible teamwork. The WIAA says due to the low retention rates, they would need 16,000 new officials just to get back to their quote-unquote normal levels. Now, full disclosure here, up until last year, I was a licensed WIAA official. But, you know, this job and a young one, I got a 1-year-old at home, has kept me off the field. And that's what high schools are really up against. I mean, bottom line, if you've ever been interested in being an official, you're needed now more than ever. And everyone admits they're not sure what the future holds if new officials don't sign up. Casey, this is a really serious problem.
All right, so Ben, if someone's feeling inspired and maybe they want to do this, how do they become an official?
It's a lot easier, I think, than people realize. I mean, you can call a high school, ask for an athletic director, and they're going to point you in the right direction. But the WIAA, they have all this information on their website because that's really where you need to start. You need to get licensed. There's a small fee, a couple of games. You'll earn more than that. And then you got to find the assigner, and the high schools will set you up with that. But we've got a link to their website on ours. Just go to fox6now.com.